Ooh, this is one of the most challenging levels in the game. Ooh, I love this stage. And I think you have to beat it, too. Oh! I didn't want to die because of that. I'm not using the leaf. I could use a P-Wing. I keep subconsciously doing things other people did in their Let's Plays. I watched Nintendo Capri Sun's Let's Play this and the Runaway Guys. Now, if you've listened to me before, I normally listen to my good old pal, the Chaotic Let's Player's favorite YouTubers, the Super Gaming Brothers. But, I'm just not feeling that at all. I only want to watch 2. I got so sick of Mario 3. I'm glad my hard drive died, because that gave me a nice break from seeing this game. I'm kidding. I don't get sick of anything. I eat the same things every day. I play the same games every day. I'm a fad. I'm a fraud. I'm sorry. My mind went blank thinking about lava on the ceiling. Genius concept. Now, I feel like the first really intricate platforming, like that's not like the Lost level style, it's kind of like this. There's a lot of interesting platforming and secret choices in Metroid, and I feel like that had to have inspired this as well. Now, of course, Metroid was meant to be a combination of Mario and Zelda, but I feel like this is a combination of Mario and Zelda with a little bit of Metroid. Because you know that Miyamoto, he's gonna put Mario and Zelda above anything. Remember when there was a big thing in like 2013? Or maybe it was before that he was retiring, but then he just didn't. And then he became a fill-in president for a while. What do you guys think about Tatsumi Kimishima stepping down? Do you like how he never showed up at a conference ever? Like, he was not at E3 any of the years he was Oh, come on! I'm so sick of having 15 lives. So I get to read more of the Bible at the library. I've been reading the Bible, where I started that yesterday. I was reading this 1994 video game book for parents from the guy who wrote Game Over, which is a pretty famous video game book. He wrote that in 93, but this is a parent's guide in 94. He's talking about how he only allows his son a certain video game time a day, and 30 minutes a day on weekdays and an hour on the weekends. And how his son got Mortal Kombat, and how everybody's, was upset about it at the time. And we think of that these days as, oh, that's ridiculous. Video games don't cause violence. Okay, well, first of all, my social psychology professor, and I completely agree with him, it's factually true, statistically, that video games cause violence, and that more than any other phenomenon will people disagree with it completely. They will just throw out all the evidence and correlation. But, like my good old pal David, right? He goes on and on about how video games don't cause violence. I feel like for younger kids being exposed to stuff like Mortal Kombat, like his description of the games back then, like some that like aren't famous anymore and like aren't really heard of. Oh yeah, they were bad. They were like just not to cause violence, but to be violent. Like they really wanted to make games violent back then. It's another reason I like Nintendo so much, because they weren't garbage like that. I just feel like it focused more on the violence than the gameplay. Well, I mean, in some cases. Like, some examples he gave. I'm not saying that about Mortal Kombat. That's its whole thing. I just don't think little kids should play it, especially back then. Because they're right about the desensitization. Even though he stressed out about how they might even be worse than TV. But I don't think that's true. He was like, oh, because they're interactive. But then he went on about how that's a myth. How it's bad that video games are not bad, but... Because he was a fan of video games. He played very many to rate them for parents. And plus he liked them in the first place. So he's a very credible guy. He did a lot of research on games. Except he said his favorite was Super Mario Paint. Okay, the game's just called Mario Paint. He said that's the best for kids, and I guess at the time it was, but it's not called Super Mario Paint. I hate when he got the titles wrong. Like, all he had to do was look at the box. It's called Mario Paint, okay? It does upset me whenever the Mario series puts Super in a title that's not part of the Super Mario... Please, if I die again, I'm gonna be so... Oh, no 1-up. All I needed was one more. Whew. And then I was reading a coolcareers.com guide for video game designing. It didn't really give much information except that it was easy, sorta. And that there were programs to really help you do it. And I'm thinking, well, you know, that kind of inspires me to want to do it again. But I'm going to college for psychology. I want to design video games. I want to be a pin pusher. What do they call them? Oh, I love this level. Oh, see, this looks so like bland and uninteresting, but it's challenging, especially when you got the flame chomps. The platforming in itself is just inherently difficult, so it's nice. And even when you kill the flame chomps, you get more. I really like this level. I can't believe I didn't die on that level. But I died on so many of the easy early levels. But, and now I'm reading the Bible. Because I wanted to read like a psychology textbook or something. But they're all too... not specific. That's not the word. I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about specific authors. Does that make sense? Is that the 1-up or the 10 coins? Okay, well, we know where the 1-up is now. Ooh, we're making some headway in these little bonus things. Oh, I didn't take my chance. Why you gotta go and make things so complicated? I see, I'm not a Christian. A customer came up to me, or she thought the total was 20 and something cents, but it was 28 and something. She thought it was $20 and like 8 cents, but it's 28 something. So they were getting in their piggy bank. They were getting coins out, and I wanted to tell them to keep it, but I do that too much and lose money. Ooh, he's a big old bird. Stop singing along, Jason Edelman. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and she randomly said, "You're a Christian, aren't you?" I was in her house. We're not supposed to go in people's houses. My boss doesn't like that. But if they invite you in, you're not going to say no. You're not going to disagree with somebody who can potentially give you a tip, unless you know they're not going to give you a tip. We're the only place around here that delivers to the awful part of town, so 50% of our deliveries are to the awful parts of town. I mean, for our town. We don't really have awful parts of town. We don't have any dangerous places. My dad says there's gangs all in this town, but I don't know. In my experience, that's not exactly true. I was really confused because I unplugged my charger. It's done charging. Oh, oops. Hurry, get the magic wand back from Little Koopa. Does it always say Little Koopa? I've never actually gone in the castle after the airship flies away. I'm too busy being upset that the airship flew away. Another thing I think is really... Oh, that's so cool. I'm sorry. Another thing I think is really advanced is that the music like dies down a track if there's a sound effect going on. Like if you jump on something and it makes a sound, it kills the bass or the drums of the song. I just think that's cool. I got distracted on what I was talking about. Oh, the woman says, "You're a Christian, aren't you? You love the Lord?" I didn't want to disappoint her. And I didn't want to say, no. I hope my grandma never watches these videos. I never want her to know that. See, I try to believe in God, okay? Isn't that enough? But you can't force yourself to believe something. I stress that over and over in my philosophy class discussions. like Pascal's wager, oh, it's better to believe in God than to not. You can't help it if you don't believe in something. It makes me so mad. That makes the human race sound so retarded and gullible. I keep using the word retarded. But, and, okay, Moses' writing style, I don't know if it's just the translation or what, but it's really redundant. I can't believe I just died there. Like, and God on the seventh day rested from the work which he had done, or after the work which he had done. And then he blessed this seventh day after the work which he had done. Why? Why would you throw that in there? Like when he lists the whole genealogy of every character in the Bible, and he says, these are the sons of Seth. And then he names them and says, those are the sons of Seth afterwards. What? Ooh. I don't know. He tried. I think he was trying to write a history book and everybody took it as like gospel. I don't know. Because I guess nobody believed it but the Jews. So, you know, it was kind of their sacred book. Because it was and it was about God. But I feel like he just included that to be part of history. I don't know. Like, it's just a book of what happened. I feel like the Bible should instead be a book of morals. I mean, that's kind of what Jesus did. Jesus was a very interesting guy. He had an interesting, like, teaching style. The parables, like telling stories to demonstrate a message. I feel like that got it across, and that won billions of people in the world over. Or trillions, including all the dead ones that were Christians. I think. I don't know. No, maybe not trillions. I don't know if there's ever been... Why? Should I keep talking? I got a lot to talk about. We're not going to cut it. Well, I don't know. I'm just going to keep talking. If it's interesting, I'll keep it. Talking about religion is a hot subject. Here, I'm going to say something controversial. I think Moses was a bit of a bigot. Alright. He saved the entire Jewish, race. Not race. Oh. My social studies professor told me that Judaism was a race. It's the same one I was talking about earlier, the social studies professor in 8th grade. He said, yeah, it's also a race. That's Nazi propaganda. It's not a race. I thought it was a race for years. I was like, what? He said, yeah, they got more olive skin. It's not a race. Hitler made that up. Because, I mean, my Holocaust studies professor, well, I didn't take Holocaust studies. He taught the regular English class like a Holocaust studies class. I feel like I could be saving this for next time, the conversation. But also, I'm about to go to the library instead of recording a video. I'll wrap it up by saying, we have 7 lives left? Oh! Okay, is this the one with the power-up at the end? Ooh, one of the airships has a power-up at the end. Alright, you can see the fight a 4th time. Don't make the same mistake again, you idiot! Okay. No, what? 6 lives! I've never died this many times to any airship. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. I will use this opportunity to show you something. What? That's it. Ooh, the music box still plays. We're using a P-Wing. We got 3 lives left and nothing to lose. This is the P-Wing. Infinite flight. Your P-bar is all the way up. But when you beat the level, it turns into a regular leaf. These are very rare items. You get a limited supply. I would also like to mention, for those who don't know, in the Japanese version of Super Mario Bros. 3, whenever you take a hit, you go back to Small Mario, just like in Mario 1. But that was deemed way too hard by Americans. See, I guess the game would have been as, kind of as difficult as the Lost Levels if that had stayed. Right? Don't you guys agree? I think so. Okay, all I'm doing is... this is really good stuff. See? This is why the P-Wings aren't professionally used very often. Because you can just do this. You don't have to touch the ground and worry about Roy's stupid little gimmick. Take that, Roy. Ooh, guess what? I'm gonna get your wand immediately. Oh no! I missed. That extended this by 15 minutes. Oh, his beard. Oh, I love how his beard talks. Not talks, moves when he talks. Oh, I got something in my tooth. Alright, let's read the letter and then leave. Be careful in the ice world. The creatures trapped in the ice will come to life if warmed. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Never really thought about that, but welcome to Iceland. Not like the country. Ha ha ha! I'll see you next time. Why does it... Wait, why is the music box still playing? Oh. Excuse me? Goodbye.